Welcome back, guys. I know it's a bit of a funny angle here. I'm just driving my mum's car because you know my van's gone, man. So I'm using my mum's car for a couple of weeks, and I'll just show you guys real quick. Like my mum's car, it's a little Suzuki Swift Turbo. It's a cute little car, but it's full of tools, man. And I've got no other angle to sit the phone at, and I really want to talk about this. Like I just finished work, and I've just been like, look, I'll be straight out. Like my van's gone. All right, that's something that. So again, just I'm in the vibe. I'm in that mood. Like I've got so many things to talk about, and I know, like I just like, you know what, I'll talk about it right now in this camera angle. I don't care. And it's one of those things like, don't worry about the video. Worry about what I'm saying. It's more important. All right. Look, every second of your life, every second of our life, because we're a group, we're a cult, we're on our self-improvement journey. Like every second of our day is a battle. I want you guys to understand this. Every single second that you're awake, you're fighting. You're fighting for something. I don't know what it is. We all have our own battles that we're fighting. All right, and I can't talk for everyone because I don't know everyone's battles, but I can tell you my battles. My battles are my ambitions. That's what I'm fighting. Okay, I'm aiming for property investment. I'm on self-improvement. I'm trying to lose weight. Slowly, I'm losing weight. All right, I know maybe you can tell, maybe you can't tell, like from my videos, every day I'm losing a bit of weight. Who knows? I don't care if it's noticeable or not. I just want to drop my body fat percentage. I'm working really hard. Every second of my day is a battle. I wake up at 4 a.m. I meditate in the morning. I go gym, 45-minute workout, come back home, shower, go straight to work, 8-hour shift, finish work, go home, shower, eat my lunch, which is, my intermittent fasting. I can eat until 5:30, and then I'm sitting down and I'm reading until 7:30, and I go to bed, and I'm asleep by 8 o'clock. That's my battle. What's your battle? Tell me, talk to me, think about it. What's your battle? What are you doing every single day? I'm not bragging. I'm not saying, this is how I structure. No, I don't care. I'm just explaining to you. And if someone can be motivated by what I'm saying, if someone can listen to what I'm saying and be like, all right, this is what he does, maybe I'll try that. Go for it. I'm not bragging. I don't care. Okay, I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for anyone else. I want to be successful. I have 2 dream goals, and I've spoken about this in my first video, but my 2 dream goals are to make $10,000 a week passive income from investment properties, so from rental properties. Okay, that's goal number 1. That's my financial goal. That's my dream goal. And my second goal is hitting 10% body fat, which is something I've never achieved, and I've never been close to achieving. I've been overweight for so long. I've lost weight. I've put on weight. I've done this diet. I've done that diet. Now I'm pushing harder than I've ever pushed, and I'm seeing it slowly. I'm still a bit fat. Look at my face. I got cheeks. I got chubby cheeks. I got a double chin, especially from this angle. But I didn't care. I could sit here and put this in the best angle. I really don't care. It's not about how I look to you guys. It's how I look to myself. I want to be healthy. Okay, I want to drop to that 10% body fat. That's what my aim is. And I'm fighting every single day. Okay? And again, the whole point of these videos, I'm not sitting here bragging. I don't care. I'm not doing this for anyone. I'm doing this for myself. These videos are literally just for me, a way to journal what I'm doing. Okay, this is a way for me to say what's on my mind. Okay? Let it all out, rant, talk. If someone has something to learn from this, if someone can at least take one positive thing from my videos, I'm happy. My most important thing to me right now is achieving these 2 goals that I've set. Okay, these videos that I'm making every single day, maybe a day on, day off, whatever it is just a way for me to journal, just a way for me to talk about things. Just let it out, think out loud. And in 1 year's time, I can look back at these videos and look, oh wow, that's how I was before. Look where I'm at today. Maybe I need inspiration for when I'm in the future and I'm feeling down. I can look at how I was before, how I was thinking before, and I can be like, wow, I've changed so much, I've improved, I shouldn't let myself down. That's the whole point of these videos. And back to the topic originally, every single second we should be battling. Okay, one thing I always struggled with, always was procrastination. That was always one thing that I always had problems with. I'm always lazy. I used to always be lazy. I used to play video games. I used to binge eat. I did a lot of bad habits. I I used to watch a lot of TV shows and just spend all my time just wasting time. Before work, I'd wake up and I'd just be lazy. I couldn't be bothered. I've eaten so much at night that the next morning I wake up all groggy and I can't think straight, and I'm lazy and I can't go to work. I'll go late to work. Forget gym in the morning, bro. Like, that wasn't even an option because I was just always overeating at night. Always. I'll eat like so much. I love pasta. I used to love pasta. Like, I used to eat so much pasta. My mum would make food. Like, I'll come home from work. This is how it was, I swear to God. At work, I'll have a meal, hot chip, like food, like takeaway, you know, fast food. Hot chips and Coke and, you know, whatever, like a burger, whatever, or Portos, whatever, let's say. So I've had a lot of calories and I've had a lot of hot chips and I've had Coke and all this, and I'm full of sugar, full of fat and carbs. I go home, you know, my mum's made pasta, you know, fettuccine with a creamy white sauce. That was my favorite thing. Brother, I used to munch like 2 plates, 3 plates sometimes. By like 5 p.m, I'm stuffed. I can't even breathe. I'm sitting in my room. Like, this was my daily routine. I'll finish work, I'll come home, jump straight in the shower, get out of the shower, have as much food as I possibly can. And it wasn't like, oh, eat till I'm full. Nah, brother, this was binge eating. This was eating and then eating some more, guys. And then when you're full, you're eating some more. Oh, look, there's some chips. Someone left some chips on the bench top. Let's eat it all. Someone left some, there's a Nutella jar in the cupboard. Oh, man, I'll go have a spoon. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say? We've all done this, man. We all know the feeling, all right? And that's why I put on so much weight. Look at my face. I'm still chubby. I've been struggling for so long to lose the weight. Look at me. I'm still chubby. Now is the time where I really put the effort in. This is my battle. These are my 2 battles, my weight loss and my money, my financial goals. That's my battles. So what are your battles? Tell yourself, what am I doing on a daily basis? What am I struggling for? What am I sacrificing to achieve? What am I doing? What am I doing? What are you doing? What are we all doing? If you're finishing work, a lot of people don't even have jobs. What are they doing during the day? And what was I doing I was playing RuneScape. I was playing Minecraft. I was playing games all day, all night. All I was obsessed about was playing games. Eventually, it was like, cuz, what am I doing with my life, man? Like, what is this? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of life. I used to count how many times I used to watch a TV show. I bloody watched The Blacklist, the whole Blacklist. It was like, 8 seasons? I've watched it like 3 times now. You know, Breaking Bad, I've watched it like 3-4 times. And they're big series, they're not short ones, man. Like, that's not something to be proud about, cuz. I used to brag about RuneScape. My account has like 6,000 or 7,000 hours on it. I used to brag about that. Cuz, that's not something to brag about, man. 7,000 hours on a video game. I thought I was crazy, like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer. Brother, if I spent 7,000 hours of my childhood reading books, brother, I would be on a different level right now. And let that sink in. I've spoken about this before as well. One book, think about it, all right? Let me put this into perspective. How long does it take you to read a book? It takes you, what, 10 hours, 12 hours for an average, you know, like philosophy book or like, you know, business, something about business or money, something about health, something about psychology. These books, they take, say, 10 to 12 hours, you know, 200-300 pages. In one day, say 12 hours, say 10 hours for mathematics' sake. 10 hours it takes you to read a book, and that book contains upwards of 20 years of knowledge from someone. That author that wrote that book took him 20 years to gain the experience to read that, to make that book, and you just read it in one day. Now you do the math. If I, instead of playing RuneScape for 7,000 hours, if I read books for 7,000 hours as a kid, bro, you do the math. That's 700 books. I could have read 700 books by now in that time period. That's only on one game. That's only in a couple years. Imagine the time I spent playing Minecraft. Couple years I played that game. Imagine the time I spent watching Netflix shows, you know, watching stupid YouTube videos, just wasting my time. Imagine how many books I could have read if I dedicated that time into a real life skill. Instead of getting 99 strength and 99 cooking and 99 fishing and smithing and mining and attack and strength, defense, hit points, this, that, cuz I was maxed. I could have been maxed in real life. Brother, if I spent that time reading and going to the gym properly, I was always at the gym when I was younger until now, but I was always there just for fun. I was always there wasting my time, putting 4 out of 10 of effort, lifting the same weights every single week, the same amount. I wasn't even overloading. I wasn't even taking it seriously. It was just a waste. I just wanted to say I was at the gym, but what was I doing? I was doing nothing. That's my battle, cuz. This is what I'm fighting now. My laziness when I was younger, my procrastination when I was younger is my battle right now. I'm making up for lost time. The longer, that motorbike nearly just stacked it. The longer you spend, the longer, in your time, in your life. I'm 24, all right? I'll be straight here. I wasted, realistically, I've made money, I've made business, I've done this, I've done that. But I've traveled and I've been around, I've learned, I've got experience in a lot of things. I've worked a lot of different places. But I'd say the first 18 years of my life was completely wasted. You know what I mean? I started working proper. I had a proper job at 18. When I finished high school, I just finished my HSC. All right? And I was working in a timber factory. I loved carpentry. Until now, I'm doing it now. I'm a carpenter now. Before, on my way to a real estate investor, cuz. I didn't care. I'm a real estate investor. That's my new title. I'm not a carpenter. I'm a carpenter that more so my main thing, my main gig is real estate, bro. Oh man, if I just started earlier, and we all say that, we all have regrets, but it's when you realize this, when you actually start to realize it, oh well, I actually wasted so much of my time as a kid. But that's the thing, some people, they realize that at 18, some people realize it at 35. Some people are 35 before they notice that, I actually wasted a lot of time. And it's not just video games. Those were my bad habits, man. It's, how many boys do you know? And I'll tell you, I know a lot of boys growing up. What did they do? They spent all their time clubbing, for example. Every weekend they're talking about, I'm going clubbing, I got this. And before they were 18, parties, girls, this, that. Hanging out with the boys and always, it's the same thing as playing video games. What are you doing? You're wasting time. Don't tell me you're socializing. You can't socialize when you're on 6 bags of coke, cuz. You're not socializing, cuz. You don't even remember the night. That's not socializing. You're wasting money. You're wasting time. All right, and that's our problem. That's everyone's problem. We all have these bad habits that we do. We say, I'm tired. I just finished work, and man, I just want to go kick it at home and play games. So you're not battling. You're battling for half the day. You're not battling the whole day. You're battling half the day. And that's when you get lazy. When you're sitting at home and you're just wasting time, you're just watching a show or playing games or just, watching anything garbage on TV. Let's be real, everything on TV, especially the news, is all garbage, bro. It's all a waste of time. All right? The time that you spend doing that, that's what makes you lazy. When you're at home, am I supposed to turn here? No. Think about it, man. When you're at home and you're watching TV and you're bludging and that's when you start binge eating. That's when you're binge eating. That's when you're doing these, one bad habit leads to another. You're sitting, you're watching TV, I'm gonna have a snack. Someone walks in, with a bag of chips, you're like, give me some. You're watching a movie, you're like, let's go make popcorn. And I'm guilty of all of these things. I'm not innocent. I'm guilty of all of it. All right? And I'll be the first to admit, I used to be a big binge eater. Big binge eater. But that's my battle. And I want you guys to take from this, what is your battle? What are you fighting? What did you do when you were younger that you're now suffering for? And now you're trying to undo the things that you used to do. That's our battle, cuz. And that's my battle.